Okay. Recording. So I always record my LinkedIn Live events because I have a YouTube channel where I post all my LinkedIn Live events after they have been taking place or have taken place. And because I find there's a lot of people, they're still working their jobs, right? They haven't been able to get free yet. And whatever it is that's happening in their lives, they can't always make these. And so I'll share a quick bit about my story. Most of you guys probably know a little bit about my story. When I was 61, I was fired from my last job. And right shortly after that, a couple years after that, my husband was fired from his job. So here we are, both in our 60s. And we thought we had enough savings saved up, right, for retirement. But this is before we started receiving retirement. So we had to be 65 in order to receive retirement. Hi, Marianne. Welcome, everybody. It's nice to have you all here. So we had to figure out what we're going to do to supplement our incomes. And thank goodness we have two boys who are programmers. And our oldest son was working for Microsoft at the time. And he was using LinkedIn to recruit software engineers and to work on some of his projects. And he said, "Oh, Mom, I really need your help." And so he taught me how to use LinkedIn so that I could do his recruiting for him. He didn't have to spend time doing all that. And so he hired me and he actually was paying me to do it for him. And so fast forward a little bit, and he didn't need me anymore because I did a job for him. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming in. It's great to have you with us. Awesome, awesome. So I learned LinkedIn. And I learned some tips and tricks that we can use with LinkedIn and how important that is. And humbly speaking, now I've used all of the different platforms of the major ones: LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Now I've used TikTok, YouTube, and did I say Pinterest? And so but I was so overwhelmed because I didn't know tech, right? And how was I going to do posts? Because I was starting to get coaching with marketing expertise, right? And they're telling me you need to post 3 to 5 times a day on all your platforms, all different posts. So here's me, no tech. What am I going to do? I have to figure this out. I was spending, and no kidding, 16 to 18 hours a day in front of my computer. I had tears, guys. And I hated my computer. I hated it so much. I wanted to pick it up and throw it across the room because I was having such a hard time getting all of that tech stuff in my brain box. And I learned along the way some little tips that we can use here and there. And the main thing that I learned was, first of all, I had to figure out how to do posting, right? So I'm going to give you a little bit of a review on some of the things that I've done. And share a little bit about what I went through. And I share this because I know from all the people that I've coached, I call myself a LinkedIn strategist. I'm really not a coach. I like to strategize, right? And so I like to take a look at your profile, see where you're at with your profile, and make sure that we can set up a strategy that's just good, that's particular to you, right? Welcome, welcome, everybody. It's awesome to have you here. And I've got to say, this community that we belong to is absolutely fantastic. I just can't thank you all enough for your support. And you come in on my lives and you're just nothing but supportive. And it's been wonderful to be able to be associated with this whole community. And so, okay. Have you got in the background, have you all got, okay, maybe we should do this first. In the chat, I want to see how many of you have a LinkedIn account. So put a 1 in the chat if you have a LinkedIn account set up, or even if you just started it, just barely opened it. Okay, I've got 4 new messages. Okay. Let's see, oh, there's quite a few people that have a LinkedIn account. Good, 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 good. Awesome. Okay, there's a few rules of engagement that I need to share with you with regards to LinkedIn, because Always have notes ready here. It just like what Amy was saying on the training just before we came in here, there are rules of engagement, and we need to have some notes in front of us. I have a list of my daily intentions, which I'll review them later on here as we go through our training today. But oh, it's so good to see so many of you have already at least started an account. Just started, have one for a few years, okay? Do you know that LinkedIn was started in 2002? So it's, even though it was in the 21st century, it's still relatively young, right? And so a lot of people do not understand the true benefits that you can achieve through using LinkedIn. So I'm just going to go through my list here so I make sure I stay on topic. So what I call it is developing a killer profile. You want that killer profile to stop the scroll, right? And we're being taught through our community, stop the scroll. And so I've developed a workbook. I have a course that I can put people through. It's a paid course, but we're not going to go through that whole course today. I'll just touch on a few things. So what is in a killer profile? So if you don't mind me sharing my screen, I was going to ask for a volunteer to share the screen, but I don't want to embarrass somebody, because if you get my drift, they might have made a huge faux pas, and I pointed out to them, it might really make them embarrassed. So let's do mine. And if I did a faux pas, so be it. So I'm going to go on to LinkedIn. So there's a few people that have come in there. I went in there and left my link in. Normally, when you do a LinkedIn Live, you use their platform. But here's what I found out is it's really hard to record on the LinkedIn platform. And I have a paid platform of my own. So I book it through LinkedIn, and everybody goes in there and registers. And then what happens is I can hit the home button after I've got everything all set up. Just wait for my internet to catch up, because when you're trying to do this on Zoom, do Zoom on your internet, it doesn't always go very fast. So I'm going to take you into my events, and I'll show you a little bit about what happens in your LinkedIn Live. LinkedIn Lives are a lot similar to your TikTok Lives. And you can also do lives with YouTube. So I'm just going to go into so once it's time for the event, this shows up in the middle of the picture. And I always create my pictures on Canva. Canva is so easy to use. It's absolutely amazing. And I try to make my marketingmentress.com link live, so you can put your link on the pictures. There's a way to connect it to the live link. So I will go in here and I can manage my people. And I'm showing you this, guys, while it's on top of mind, because people will go and they will click to join or to register, right? But if they are a second or a third level or further out connection, so you see these connections here, a third plus, there, it could be a fourth or fifth or sixth level connection, right? Or second level means I'm not directly connected to you, but maybe I'm connected with Olga, and Olga is connected to Gail, right? So that's a second level from me. But say I was connected to Olga, who's connected to Gail, who's connected to Amy. So that would be a third level connection, right? And so on, as you have more people in between. I really strongly urge you to at least click the follow button and follow me if you want to come to my LinkedIn Lives, because when you come in, you can register, but I can't respond to you with a message unless I'm on a paid platform, and then I'm limited to 26 people. So if I have a few hundred people, I need to be connected to you either as a first level connection, or you have to be following me. Do you understand? If there's any questions, raise your hands, guys, and I'll answer your questions as we go along. So I'm just going to go out of here onto a next page here. So the next thing is, and this is really cool, you're going to learn how to manage your network. So you click up here where your network is, and that's where you can go to manage your network, okay? So I've got somewhere around 20,000 altogether. And I want to show you this little trick while I'm thinking of it. So you've got this list of people, and say you've met, these are all brand new connections. I do not respond to people until about a week out. And after about 6 days to a week, then I'll start responding to them, and I will send them a little message. And that's when I send them my little survey, right? That they can click on, and they have to register on my email list. And that gets added to my email list because I have it attached to system.io. So let's say I'm going to go down way long ways here, go down a long ways. And so I've sent a message to, let's see, maybe Angela. If I don't want to lose my spot, now this is searches throughout all of LinkedIn. I'm teaching you this so that you have this, because this is the secret that you need to have to stay relevant to where you're doing your work. So whether it's managing your connections or whether it's working in the groups, you use this same principle. So you right click, and what are we doing? Sandra. So I'll right click on Sandra. See at the top here, it says open link in new tab. Okay, I'm going to click on that. Left click on open link in new tab. See up at the top here where the little wheel is going around? It's opening up a new window, and see what it's doing? It's keeping my spot on my original frame. You see that? It's holding me there. So I can message this person. So Sandra, I haven't sent her a message yet, so I'll click on her now. And I'm going to scroll down to see how many skills she's got. She has no skills. Guys, this is huge. If you have no skills on there, you have no way of being successful on LinkedIn. You have to be able to have people endorse you, because when you get endorsed on LinkedIn, you get shown to more people. And I'm just going to share a little bit of a story with you. When I first was using LinkedIn, I was connecting, I called myself a LION, L-I-O-N, which stands for LinkedIn Open Networker. So I was connecting with everybody. I had the most mixed up algorithm of anybody on LinkedIn, I'm sure, because I had no idea what I was doing about who to connect with. But since then, I've learned how to target my audience, just like we're being taught on TikTok, right? So here we are. No skills. So I will send a message to this person. I won't do it right now, but I'll go in and send her a message and say, hey, I wanted to endorse you for some skills, but I noticed you don't have any skills listed. Would you like some endorsements? Because then you'll get shown to more people on LinkedIn, right? And they might be some of those people that you're shown to, they might be your perfect audience, right? So you want to make sure that you hold yourself open to these kinds of connections from people. So a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't really understand the skills. So I just wanted to show you that really quickly. So I'm going to take you from beginning to end here. So let's go back over here. So see, if I go back over here, oops, to the first window. See, I'm still in my spot. I can go back and I can research, I can send messages to these people, and I don't lose my spot because it wastes so much time having to scroll through all these people. And that's a really big key that most people do not know about. So I'm going to go into my profile. I'll accept this request because this is from somebody in the community. Olga, thank you. I see you are here. So I'm going to go to my profile. So see this little tiny me up in the top here. Click on me. And this is my headline. I'm going to go down to view profile. So when people come past my profile or have an opportunity to view my profile, they're going to see this. So I've got right at the top, I help with multiple streams of passive and residual income, create freedom with all this, right? So right off the back, I've hit the 3 seconds, right? So that they see, oh yeah, how can I do this? So now they're going to go down. Oh, this is Christine, Marketing Mentors Till. The reason I put that in there, my Marketing Mentors in there, is I found out that there's 2 other Christine Tills in the world. One's in the UK and one's in Ontario, Canada. And I went, oh, I don't want people to get mixed up with who I am, right? So that's why I did that. I don't recommend that you do that. I just had to find a way to differentiate myself from my competition, so to speak. The Christine Till in Ontario is also an author, and I'm an author. I didn't show you my book. This is my book. You guys, can you see it? Expired at 50. It's backwards on here. I don't know how to turn my computer around. Fired at 50, stop looking for work and discover what you were meant to do. And
it's not backwards for us, Christine.
Pardon me?
It's not backwards for us. It shows right.
It's not backwards. It was right.
It was right for me.
Oh, good. It looks backwards to me when I put it on the screen because I see.
Yeah, that's when it's right for us. Exactly.
Cool. Thank you, David. Okay, so hopefully I can pass the 3-second line because look at these people are out kayaking. I love kayaking. There's other people I'm sure love to be out on the water. I'm a Pisces, not that I really believe in all that kind of stuff. So that lets me know I like water so much. So look what it says in my headline. Now you've got 220 characters available for your headline, guys. Unlock the 90-day success sprint. Master, apply, and multiply. Automated online business. Create 3 impactful pieces of content. Master daily pay skills and enjoy done-for-you ads. Work 2 hours a day. Get paid. So that should hit my perfect customer right in the heart. That's what that's for. And so many times I see, and pardon me, I can kind of get on my high horse because I see so much of this. I see people put in there 28 years experience, master's degree in whatever, published author of 13 books. Like, what do I care about that? I don't care about that. My perfect customer wants to know if they should stick around, if I can maybe help them somehow, right? So my perfect customer is, Roz, can you mute, please? Roz, could you please mute? Thank you. My perfect customer is me 5 years ago. Actually, me 13 years ago, because I was looking for something that I could do to build a good, solid income from home. So I went through all kinds of marketing mentors, network marketing, pardon me, I got that marketing mentors on the brain box, network marketing opportunities. And I made a little bit of money, but I spent more money than I actually made because I was trying so many different things and I was paying money out here and money out there and an auto ship here and an auto ship over there. And I just felt like I was being nibbled to death by a duck all the time, right? And then when I saw this is exactly what I was looking for. So I'm going to show you what I had written down before I ever found this business. You guys, I was looking for, number 1, they have to be simple to use and learn. Not easy, simple. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do this. Their videos are awesome. Number two, they have to pay 100% commission. This is what I was looking for, guys. I'm sick and tired of sharing commission with everybody from all these network marketing things. And number three, they have to be digital, no pushing any products. I was sick and tired of pushing products. And number four, they had to be what everybody needs. Well, all my people were over 50 that I've been coaching for the last 13 years. And most of those people are over 60. None of us have tech. And they say, oh, you've got two sons who are techie. Well, you don't learn how to do programming by osmosis. I'll tell you that for sure. Hi, Wendy. Okay, we'll put Wendy away for a minute here. And number five, now think about this. Everybody knows they need it. So when I saw this program, I was looking for this program for years. So when I found this last September, I went, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I'm looking for. And I jumped in right away. Within 24 hours, I was all signed up and starting. And so there was none of this sitting around for 6 months studying what's going on, right? I just knew that that's what I needed. And that's the kind of customer we're looking for. Somebody who's been in that age bracket of 50 plus or an empty nester, and they're looking for a way to support themselves. They're looking for, some of them are being laid off their jobs in their early 50s. I can't tell you how many people have been messaging me since I've been on TikTok and talking about this, that they've been laid off their jobs in their 50s. So in Canada, we have 3 different pensions that you can get. But if you've been a stay-at-home mom and you've never had a job, you can only get one pension, and that pension is between $500 and $800 a month. Like, how do you live on that? And they have their houses all paid for and they think they're all set. I have spoken to women in our seniors organization that we have here in Edmonton that have 55 plus people. They're in age, they're over 55 and they're homeless. 15% of them are homeless, guys. And lots of them are single women who had their houses all paid for, but because their pensions are so small, they can't afford to pay the property taxes once a year, which is anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 or $12,000, depending on where they live in the city, right? A year they have to pay this, and $500 to $800 a month does not cut it. So when I started hearing all this stuff, I really got on my high horse and started reaching out to people, and all my people are over 50. It's really sad. The average pension in Canada is $1,200 to $1,300 a month. You've been listening to my videos, you hear that over and over again. So I just wanted to show you some simple things that you need to consider. And the next thing is, once you get them to read your headline, so this is your headline right below your name, this 220 characters is your headline. And I just put it on a Word document first, because on a Word document, it tells you when you hit 120 characters. But LinkedIn is so good, they just updated it. So when you start typing in your headline, it'll show you red numbers below. And if it shows you red numbers, you know how many characters you are beyond what LinkedIn allows, right? So you just adjust how you say things till you hit the 220, and then it turns, that red number goes away. It's awesome. This AI is everywhere. It's being attached to all the different platforms. So the next thing you need to be aware of is your about page. What does your about page tell people? Like, I see so many people who just talk about themselves. And in a way, I talk about myself, but I talk about myself in such a way as I touch the hearts and minds of my perfect customer. I've dreamed of being able to retire and have financial freedom. So have they, right? I'm not talking about mansions and private jets and fancy cars and yachts. I'm just talking about knowing that I don't have to worry about how we're going to buy groceries, not living under the stress of a mountain of debt, being able to travel when we want to visit grandchildren, being able to help out our kids and spoil our grandchildren, finally buying our dream home, and just totally enjoying life on our terms, never having to worry about being warehoused in an old folks' home. So these, I won't read the whole thing, but you see how I'm reaching out to my perfect customer through my about page? It makes their dreams come to the forefront of their memory box. And they're going, oh yeah, that's me too. Oh yeah, that's me too. So then the next thing you want them to do is you want them to go up here and see, either click on what they're open to, but because it's my own profile, it won't show up the way I want it to show up right now. But click to connect and leave a message. But here's the thing. If you're on the free platform, you're only allowed to connect to 5 people a day, approximately. That's what they've got you set at. And if you're brand new, you might only be allowed to connect to 2 people a day without going in the groups. So I'm going to show you 3 different ways that you can connect to people. So in your notes, put the steps that we need to take each day. These are steps you need to take each day with LinkedIn. I was going to reach over and grab another note list, but I think I can remember everything. So you need to reach out and connect to people every day, right? You need to send endorsements to people every day so that you can share get them to come up to your link, click on your link and join your email list, right? Right. And you need to go in and reconnect with these people with a new survey. So one of my surveys is about network marketing. Another one of my surveys is personality styles according to birds. Just fun stuff. That's free stuff, informational stuff that they can use, right? So you need to invite as many people as you can every day to connect with you, especially when you're brand new. So there's a big mistake I made when I first started, because and it was because of this mistake that I decided I needed to read all the terms of use for LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. Okay. I'll show you. I'm going to go into my network. So in my network, I have to keep moving these bars and these pictures around. It's fun. I love it. So you go into your network and look at here. Look at all these people. LinkedIn shows you people that are people that might be your target market, your target audience. And because I have marketing and network marketing in my profile in several different places, they're going to invite people to come and show, like they bring people into this room, so to speak, so you can click and invite them to connect with you. So you can pretty much tell by looking at the headlines on each of these people whether they're a good fit for you, right? So you can go through this every day and find people that might be perfect for you to connect with. Yeah, this is a senior marketing partner. I don't think I'm going to connect with him. I find that the best ones to connect with are people who are in network marketing or affiliate marketing or home-based businesses, right? So I don't usually find a lot of people in here. You keep scrolling down and you'll find some more that they suggest for you. So here's a marketing specialist. I might connect with her. Just look at her profile. No, she's probably not who I want. And I made a big mistake. I didn't right click. When you don't right click, then you end up having to go all the way from scratch again. So the best place that I have found, so these are people that I can congratulate. That's another way. So that's another thing that you do every day. You go in, find some people, but you don't just congratulate everybody. You congratulate the ones that would be your target audience, right? You don't want to interact with people that aren't your target audience, because it trains the algorithm on LinkedIn. It's just like TikTok. You need to watch your algorithm and how you're training that, who you're connecting with, who you're talking to on there. You don't even want to watch posts from people that are not your target audience. Okay, so I'm gonna go, see this little crosshatch up at the top right corner? Can you all see that? Give me a thumbs up if you can see that. Awesome. And you click on that crosshatch. I call it the crosshatch. It's 9 dots. And then you go down here to this drop-down menu and see these little blue men, these 3 little blue men. This is the groups. You click on the groups. And if you want to have the most success possible on LinkedIn, you're going to stick with the groups the most. So here's where you can find the groups that are best for you. And you want to find groups that have at least 3,000 or more members in them. So look at these groups that I've joined: network marketing, MLM, direct sales, but this one is just a friend of mine. So I'm not, it's not that old. And so I don't do any posting in this group. I just joined it just so she had another member in her group. But this is multi-level marketing group, right? Open promoting welcome, marketing and communication network, direct selling professionals worldwide, MLM networking. Now this one is just another friend that I joined. But most of my groups are over 3,000. Do you see that? Look at the number here. And because I'm close to Edmonton and I know quite a few people in the city of Edmonton through business, I have joined their groups. And this is a home-based business group, startup specialists, network group, marketing to women network. These are all groups. Now these 3 yellow ones, the marketing enthusiasts and the Seattle Business Network and the digital consumer marketing, the digital consumer marketing and the marketing enthusiasts are both my groups. This one is a group that I'm working on to help a friend. And you can have up to 100 groups that you join. But here's the thing, you guys, only start with 15 or 20 so that you can get used to controlling them. And I found there was a time when I had 100 groups that I was in, and it just was making my head spin. I was spending too much time on my computer trying to address all the groups. So the rule of thumb with the groups, and make notes here, guys, the rule of thumb, you only post in a group once a day, no more than that, okay? And when you post in a group, you always like at least 3 to 5 other posts that are in there. Otherwise, it looks like you're just splashing. It's all about you. Here's my this, here's my new that, look at my new this. You want to make them feel happy that you're in the group as well. So it's all about communication and acknowledging other people in the group, and find one post in each group that you can say a little comment about, right? Another real good thing is to ask a question in the group. And you can use the same question in multiple groups if you want. And then when you get to the very bottom, see here where is this word search is blue. Can you see that? Thumbs up if you can see that. You click on this word search, and then it opens up. Oh my gosh, look at all the groups. Over 2 million, 2.5 million groups on LinkedIn. And I can't believe how many people don't even know their groups on here, right? So probably Data Science Central isn't a good group. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have groups up here, and then you can type in here home-based business. And there's all kinds of groups. So let's do global home-based business or home-based business groups. And then you click groups again. And let's see what they brought up. This is LinkedIn searching here. This is a good group. They've got 9,000 members, work from home, home-based business, 16,000 members. Look at all these groups, guys. This is huge inventory. This is your inventory. This is where you can dwell as long as you want, right? So let's find one. I'm in this group here. you can tell you're in the group because it says view posts. If it says join, that means you need to request to join the group. So let's go into this one. And it'll show you right away the posts that are in here. And so I've posted in here, but I do a LinkedIn article once a week. And it's really interesting because now I'm seeing a few people from our community posting in some of these groups. That's really cool. So you see how fast these feeds move? My last post was last Friday. And you can't, how far have I gone? And we haven't seen my post. So this is how important it is to post more than once a week, right? Yeah, in all these groups. So every time I write an article, I share my LinkedIn article in the groups. So here you go. So when you post in the group, you just click on the bar here. And then you type in your blurb. I usually pick a phrase or two out of my actual article and post it in here. And then I copy the link to my article and post that in here. Now, LinkedIn is really strict about links. LinkedIn is strict about links, kind of. Anyway, so I hide links in my article so that the search engines can't grab them. Yeah, I teach people how to fly under the radar so that you don't have to worry about LinkedIn stopping you. Now, you will occasionally get a message from LinkedIn that says you've reached your limit for the week when you're inviting people to connect with you. So if you've reached your limit for the week, then just stop posting and you can try it the next day and just see if they will maybe let you invite a couple people. But don't push it. If you see that message and you keep on inviting, that's how you get your profile shut down. So you just listen to what their messages are when they pop up. Okay, so this is posting a post in the groups. Okay, something else that you need to do in the groups, and this is the biggest thing of all. This is how you fly under the wire, and you can always invite at least 10 people a day. So you click on this button here where it says show all. And it shows all the people in this group. So there's 8,800 people in this group. You start with the letter A. And let's say you want to do AA. Whoops. So there it does. Look at that. It changes the search. And then the search for AB. And just go through the alphabet. Look at this. It changes the search, right? And so you can see right here where you see first beside the people, that means I'm directly connected. And second means they're one level away. So these are the ones that you're looking for. So you want to connect with the second level. So this person is into business development. So here's where you can right click. You can use that little trick. Right click, open a new tab, and you go up above and you click that new tab. And somebody's unmuted. Could you please mute yourself? And so this person, and you can read a little bit more about their profile, right? They don't have a proper headshot in here, guys. With LinkedIn, that space there is for your personal headshot, not a picture of you and your spouse, not a picture of you and your dog, not a picture of your dog, not a picture of your car or your waterfall or your house or something like that. It's got to be a picture of you. I had a client last week who lost their account because they set up this profile as a business. So I can't stress enough how important it is to have this set up as a profile. Because the next thing that you can do is you can attach a business page to it. And the business page, you invite to that business page key people that you want to follow you on that business page. So when you post on the business page, the people in your profile will not see what you've posted in the business page. You get my drift? So you can have a whole bunch of friends and people from the community connected to you on your profile page. They're actually in your contact information. But then when you set up your business page, only the people that are following you on your business page will see what you post on your business page. So if you're like me, my family know that I am online. This is my supplement to my pension. If they want me to come visit them, they will behave themselves if they join me on my profile page. And several of our kids are part of my profile page. And they have to know the rules of the game. If they're there, they act professionally. They don't talk about personal stuff. It's all professional. So let's go back here to this person. Think, this is where we go back. Oh, that's not it. I'm talking too much. I forget where I was at. Oh, I was in the group, wasn't I? Standard six-figure digital marketer. Okay, so I think this is the group that I was in. Yeah, so we're at the ABs. So you work your way through this list and look at the seconds and the thirds. So if there's somebody, if there's a first, they're already connected to you, right? So you want to connect with new people each day. So open to new challenges. So this guy's open to new challenges. So he'd probably be a good one. I'm going to message this guy and say, hey, Sam, we're both in the same group. And so I might say something like that. Hey, Sam, we're both in the same LinkedIn group. I would love to learn more about what you do and find ways to collaborate. And then I'd say, let's connect. Just really simple. It doesn't, and I don't care. If you guys want to copy my blurbs, feel free to go ahead and do so, because you can put them in Chat GPT and every one of them will come up different. It'll be different. So I'll just send him that invite. So you can send at least 10 invites a day through the groups, inviting people to connect you that way, because the algorithm on LinkedIn, and I usually like to wait for them to click this little blue man. When they click this little blue man, that sends an invite to connect. I want that number to be on their profile, not mine, because I don't want to be limited by the number of people I can connect to. Do you get my drift? I want to make sure that I can connect to my 10 people every day. And if I click on this person and I've just sent them a message, just like a regular message in the groups, because you can message people in the groups for free. You don't have to be on a paid platform. And you can just send them a message like this and include, let's connect. The algorithms don't know that. And so that's how you can fly under the wire, under the radar with LinkedIn. And so it's really important. If you're wanting to build your network, you need to be able to invite people to connect with you, right? So I'm just going to take a brief stop here and see if there's any questions that have come up, because I don't want to miss any questions. I'm going to check the chat here. Oh, the average income of people on LinkedIn. This is from my sons, because they have to know these stats. My oldest son, he heads up teams of programmers. And he was working for Microsoft, but he got headhunted by another big company down there. I can't tell you what company it is. I don't want to get him into trouble. But he says that the average income of people on LinkedIn is between 76 and 86K. So you're pretty close there, David. And that's annually in US dollars. And the average income of this one really, really opened my eyes. he said the average income of executives on LinkedIn is between 125 and 150,000. Yeah. I went, whoa, man, this is in US dollars. And so here's 5 reasons why we need to be using LinkedIn. Those first 2, I've already told you. Number 3, the groups are the biggest kept secret on LinkedIn. Yeah. And LinkedIn is the most professional platform on the internet, bar none. And you know what number 5 is? Everybody there on LinkedIn is there to do business of some sort, even if they're looking for work. You can even list your business that we do with the legacy program. You can list it as a job on your profile and have people, yeah, look for work. So if people are looking for work, looking for jobs, this is still a great platform to be in. You could even go into job seeking groups. So let's see if there's any questions. So you've had yours for a decade. Yeah. Hello, everybody. It's great to see all these people here. Just want to make sure that I answer all the questions. Cool. So I went over into the live on LinkedIn and put my link in there so that people will come over here instead of staying there. That's a glitch in the system. I like the fact that we can do LinkedIn lives, but you're really limited to what you can do when you connect Zoom to their Zoom system, because they cut you off at 40 minutes. I think it is 30 or 40 minutes. And I'm on a paid platform. I might as well use my own Zoom. So I always give everybody the link to my Zoom. And just because you came to one Zoom, LinkedIn Live, doesn't mean you can only come to one. They're all free. You can come anytime. So my next LinkedIn Live won't be until the 25th. So on the 25th of this month, we'll be doing another one. The reason I do this, guys, is because I want to help people. I know how hard it is with tech and how hard it is to really understand all the different social media platforms, and especially LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a little bit more complicated than the other platforms. So that's how you can search through the groups and find your key people to connect with. So here's some seconds and thirds down here. So it's all alphabetical. So if you decide that you want to choose a different letter, you can. But I just start with A and then go A, B, A, C, A, D, A, F, and go all through the alphabet. Then I'll go with B, B, A, B, C. and you go through the whole alphabet. That way it just sort of simplifies everything. And then I just have a notebook handy that I write down what letter of the alphabet I was on and which group I was in. So I do keep that in mind. So here's my 10 things I do every day. Number 1, I post 13 free classified ads. 13. And what I did to get those websites is I watched the training that we have in our community, and I did a play, stop, do. As soon as Michelle showed a screen with some websites listed, I stopped it and I wrote them all down, or did a screenshot, right? And then I did that all throughout all her training. And then I took all of those websites and I tried them out. And I ended up with 13 that worked for me anyway. So I've been just posting to those 13 websites on a regular basis. And then I do 10 LinkedIn endorsements every day, sending out the message. So I'm going to show you how we do the endorsements so that you understand how those work. So I go into my network. I have to move bars out of the way here. Go into my network again. Manage my network, go into my connections. And so I have a note paper that's a stick-it note that's in my day timer on my desk. And I write down the date and how many people I sent those messages to. 'Cause They're not recommendations. Why did that slip my head? Anyway, so, and I write the last,
You said endorsements.
yes, endorsements. Thank you. I knew there was an R in there. You know, that's a word that I have struggled with all my 13 years. For some reason, that word endorsements doesn't stick in my brain box very easy. So, but I know what it is. So July the 11th, I did 10, and the last person's name is written on my notes in my notebook. So I can go down to that person. And it's quite a ways down. So it takes a while to get down to the last person that you endorsed. I don't start endorsing people until they've been around for at least 6 days. But I'm now into the 3 months. You see how it takes a while to get down through your people, especially after you start getting lots of people, right? And you just keep scrolling down till you find. Some of you may have received my email. And if you don't want to do the survey, that's okay. We're looking for Victoria Elliott. She's the last person that I sent a message out to. And it's a fair ways down here. And one of the ways that you can check to make sure if you've sent a message out to the people is you can click on the message button. And okay, so I haven't sent any message out to her, so I'll use her as an example, this person. And so what I want to do is I'm going to right click on her name, okay? I'm going to go into her profile, incognito. And I'm going to see if she has any skills listed. And probably might be that she doesn't have any skills listed, so that's probably why. Yeah, no skills listed. Oh, these people, if they only knew what they're missing out on. And I do occasionally send a message to somebody, by the way, are you aware that you need to have skills listed? Blah, blah, blah. So let's see if I can find her.
Have you ever just tried putting her name in the search box and
Yeah,
it comes up?
Yeah, because what it does is it just brings up the per profile. It doesn't bring it up on the list.
I see.
Yeah, so once you find it, I leave it open on my computer so that I can find my spot again. I wish they had that so that you didn't have to do this. So this is why you want to make sure you do that incognito search of each profile. Okay, let's see if I've got one here. I haven't found that person yet. Let's see if I sent her. No, I haven't sent her. So let's just check. Let's just check and see if she has any skills listed. There it is. It's opening up here. She's a digital marketing specialist. Ha! She has not been endorsed. So you can have up to 50 skills listed. She's only got 6 skills listed. So it's really important to put as many skills in your profile as possible and get up to your 50, because if you've got a whole bunch of people in the community going in and visiting your profile, because that's one of the things I'm going to talk to the community about, is to make sure if you have new people that come in, when you have new people that come in, go into, make sure they're on LinkedIn and then go and endorse each other. And that will really help them be seen faster on LinkedIn. So I'm going to endorse her here. And then once you endorse them, you want to send them a message. Back over here. There she is. There we are. And I have a special blurb that I would paste in here. So I've got to. I can't move, darn. So I have a special blurb that I would paste in here that would say, hey, I just gave you a couple of great endorsements. Could you please return the favor and take this little short fun survey? And so then they take this little survey. The survey I've been using lately is on network marketing. And it was an original one that a friend of mine set up. And I've been using it because it's been really quite effective and really enjoy using it. But I'm learning how to set up surveys on system.io. But when everybody's on the free on system.io, I think you're only allowed to have 3 funnels on the free. I'm on the page, so I can't remember how many you can have on the free. If anybody can remember, I think it's 3 funnels you can have. And so when you set up a survey using system.io, you set it up as a funnel. And so that takes up one of your funnels. So you end up having to go in paid platforms. So it might be just as easy for you to go and use SurveyMonkey or Surveo. That's another platform that you can use for free. And you set that up and you set it up with your email. And so that you'll get a notification in your email, and then you can take and add that person. You have to add that person manually to system.io that way. So you have to think whether you want to be on a paid platform or stay on the free. If you can stay on the free, how many of those funnels do you have, right? You have to weigh it all out. I've got a list of 32 steps that you can take to set it up on system.io. And if you want, I've been trying to find time to be able to do a video for it. So that's what you do, is you send a little blurb out to these people and invite them to take this little survey as a thank you for you endorsing them. Okay, I've got to go back to where my profile is here. I'm just going to check the messages in here, make sure I see 7 new messages. So once you connect, what's this say? Go back a ways. Yeah, I always record these, so I post them, the replays in the community, so you guys can all have access to the replays. Oh my gosh, the time just goes too fast. I didn't realize. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't mean to go so long. So we'll wrap up here in a minute. Can you show me how you message to that person your link? Okay, so what happens when you're messaging somebody? You don't have to hide the link if they're asking you for it. So for instance, I'm going to go into where I've got some posts. So you guys can see some of the posts that I've got here. I'm going to go into the posts. So people are asking me for the replay and interfering. Okay, that's okay. I don't mind. So down here where it says posts and activity. So when you click your little tiny person that says me up at the top, and you go down to where it says manage, and then click on posts and activity. And look at this. Now the Zoom is slow, but it'll come up here in a minute. I want to see my posts and activity. Come on. Oh, it says wait. I think I've got too many windows open because I've been talking about too many things. So I'm just going to see if I can close a few windows here. There we go. Here's posts and activity. So these are my posts. So this is my advertisement for the LinkedIn Live today. I always try and create really good pictures to go with all my things that I do so that it helps stop the scroll. So here's a post, life is an attitude. This is me. This is showing me all my posts that have gone through. Get paid. This is another post that I did. So achieve your financial goals with this proven blueprint. Don't miss out on the opportunity to make 6 figures in 6 months. Ask me how. So when they respond to this and say that they would like to know more with a comment, then because I've got see more, so I've got a couple of my hashtags that I got from Chat GPT here. So then when they'll send me a response saying that they would like to know more, then the algorithm in LinkedIn or the search engines in LinkedIn will see that, and they'll see that I'm not just splashing my link around, that I was actually asked for more information. You see what I'm saying? So you use those same steps that Amy was talking about today in our training. Those of you who were in the training, where you have your hook, your pain point, your solution, your answer, and your CTA. So I try to figure out ways to put them in each of my posts. And the picture will have something in it, and then I try to make my comment have some more things in it so that people will want to find out more information. So these posts have all been pre-scheduled to go out through an auto posting platform. And I use Sprout Social, but if you want to try a free one, go to buffer.com, buffer.com, buffer.com. You can attach 3 of your social media platforms to that. I don't know if you can attach TikTok to it, but you can to Sprout Social. And Sprout Social is, you can try it for free for 30 days, and then you have to pay for it, and it's not cheap. I've been grandfathered in, and I pay over $100 a month for my membership with it in Canadian dollars. Okay. I'm gonna see if there's some more questions here. Quickly go through them. Yeah. You know what? I really hesitate to use Linktree. And here's the reason why. Because I've learned so much from my sons about how it can be hacked. I write all my passwords in a book. Yeah. I have 2 books. These are my password books, guys. I will not put them online. And I was just hacked really bad. My Facebook was hacked really bad at the end of November. The perpetrator phoned me 4 times on WhatsApp. Yeah, that they're really brazen. They're getting really brazen. Do you want your profile back? Well, no, I don't want it back anymore, because even if he gives me my profile back, all of those 5,000 people that I was connected to as friends on Facebook have been receiving messages from this perpetrator asking them to vote for me for some silly thing in Dubai, right? I'll tell you, I have no faith in Dubai. I will not go to Dubai. I will never have anything to do with Dubai. People need to understand that one person in a country can ruin a whole country by that one act. It's really important that we learn how to behave ourselves online and respect other people. So important. And that's my soapbox for today. So feel free to message me in the community if you have questions, or message me here on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I check every day. I'm going to quickly finish my list of 10 things that I do each day. I watch the daily training every day. I send a newsletter out, make sure that I pre-schedule newsletters to go out, so I have at least 1 to 3 newsletters going out every day. I do a TikTok live every day, 6 days a week, except Sunday. Sunday's my Sabbath and family day. I upload videos, just the free webinar videos, to my YouTube channel so that I can use them. I'm still learning how to get that perfected. Then I upload, then I create 3 TikTok videos every day, but I mass create. So I've got enough TikTok videos to finish today, so tomorrow will be a day to do mass create, and I'll create anywhere from 6 to 12 videos so that I have enough to get me through the weekend. And then I check my email, my LinkedIn messages, my TikTok messages, and my school messages every day. So I check my messages and watch my daily training first thing every day to make sure that I'm on top of all my messaging that's going on. And I publish a weekly LinkedIn article, and I use Chat GPT, and I'll take the hooks that Michelle has given us. So I could just pick one of her hooks. Imagine making 6 figures online with minimal time, no following, and no teaching, and no tech hassles. We make it possible. I could put that on Chat GPT and ask them to write me an article on LinkedIn, and it will write me a 1,500 character article. It's awesome. And I can have it written and published in 5 to 10 minutes. And I make sure that I have at least 3 social media posts going out every day through my auto posting platform. So I have that list of 10 things sitting on my little stand here by my desk, or on my desk by my computer, so that I make sure that I don't miss any of those things out, because you can forget things. Life goes on, right? So are there any other pressing questions here?
Christine, can I ask you a quick question?
You can?
On the 3 posts that you were saying, or how you mass produce them for LinkedIn, I've always been on LinkedIn. I found all my jobs on LinkedIn, so I'm a true fan of LinkedIn. Never been
Awesome.
on TikTok. But I wanted to ask you, is that considered the 3 posts a day that is in our thing with Michelle? Would that be considered 3 posts a day if I was
That's
doing
right. That's right. You have your 3 posts a day. And the reason I use that auto posting system is, I think I've said this many times, is to save time. And you repurpose, like I've got calendars on my wall. I've got 6 months out calendars that actually hang on your wall. Because the 11th today is a Thursday, right?
Right.
And I'm going to connect to some more people every day until the 11th of August, which now becomes a Sunday. Different people, different audience. I just choose a different time of day because people check their social media different times a day. So I'll make sure that that same post goes out on the 11th of August. The 11th of September becomes another day of the week. It's a Wednesday, right? And I've been connecting to new people. So there's a whole bunch of new people that haven't seen that post previously. And so I choose a different time of day again and send that post out. Include it. And so I do that out 6 months, and I make sure that the posts that I pre-schedule to go out 6 months are relevant for 6 months. Like Mother's Day, Christmas, New Year's, I don't post them out 6 months. It
I
has
see.
to be a topic that's relevant, that's going to be current no matter when they click on it.
Got it. Thank you for that.
You're very welcome, Lillian. Appreciate your asking it.
Can I ask a question?
Sure. How do you say your name? Emer?
So it's Emer. I'm from Ireland. I'm in Ireland.
Ah, awesome.
Yeah. No, Christine, I think you're fabulous because I listened to your last training. Oh my God, I was after getting brain fog. Oh my God. Sorry. I had the question and it's
You're
gone.
on deck.
Yeah.
Happens
Yeah.
to me.
Oh, what is the question? Oh my God. Sorry. I had it there a second ago. Oh yes. Yes, now it's back. Thank you. LinkedIn, you were saying that your social media, you should work on your strengths
Yes.
because you were doing TikTok and then you went back to LinkedIn. Did you get your most sales on LinkedIn because that was a strength? And
Yeah.
how do you know? Because you know the way Michelle goes, you need 20 leads to get 1 sale into your capture page. So is that all that stuff, those 10 things that you've done, which I'm going to do? Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, here's what I've been doing over the last few years is when I finally learned how to use the survey system to build my LinkedIn email.
Yes.
I was using a different platform. I was using Keep, K-E-A-P is the name of the platform. It's like system.io, but
Oh.
it's very expensive. It was costing me $154 Canadian a month.
Right.
And so as soon as I was introduced to System.io, I figured out that I could upload my entire contact list that I had been created from LinkedIn over to System.io. And
Brilliant.
so most of those people are LinkedIn people, right?
Yeah.
And so they've been
Okay.
following me for a while, and that was my strength, was that email, right? Plus, I've got all these posts that are going through LinkedIn. I have 2 guys from West Africa and three people from South Africa, and a person from the UK and a person from Australia who clicked on ads that were in my LinkedIn.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Those
Great.
posts that I've got that I showed you.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, cool. Like, and to get people to know, like, and trust you, sorry, one more question and then I'll see, I'm doing this big, huge swim. I'm a swimmer, right? So I'm starting to do videos for mental health. I'm doing a 13-kilometer swim in a relay at the end. So I'm doing videos every week documenting my training. Okay, so, and I told everyone 3 reasons I'm doing this: for my own mental health, because it's for the guy, it's in this guy called Jim O'Connor, who committed suicide, but he was a swimmer, and it's in his name. So it's for mental health. 2, I wanted to lose weight. 3, I'm creating an online business. So everyone's intrigued now and they're following me, and I'm getting like, but I'm not telling them about the business yet.
oh my,
I am. I've told them about I'm doing an online business, but they don't know what it is. But I just
yeah.
don't want to go, oh, she's doing another
Well,
thing.
here's
No.
a thought. Here's a thought.
Yeah.
I'm doing this so that I can stay healthy, but I'm building an online business in this, and what allows me the time to be able to do this swimming is my online business. And I can
Right.
work 2 hours a day, concerted effort,
Yes.
income earning activities, 2 hours a day, and that gives me time to be able to do my swimming.
Very good.
I would
Okay.
say I would keep doing that.
And just kind of add that on in
Yeah.
because like I'm raising funds for as well, but I
Yeah.
also want people to check out my business.
Yeah.
So and I'm moving towns. I'm just making so many changes, and I don't want another job. So I'm going to like move to a different town, and I'm doing this as my income, because people go, "Oh, what's she going to work at?" And I'm like, "I have an online business."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
What
Sorry.
really gets my people, because all my people are over 50, is digital automations so that they don't have to be DMing people. So start
Right.
thinking how you can fit that in. If you want something, if you're looking to boost your pension, because I really work on the fact, like in Canada, the pensions are terrible. Wow. And the average pension is 12 to 1,300 a month. And the average rent for a 1-bedroom is over 2,000 a month. So numbers just don't compute. You have to boost your pension in Canada if you want to survive and not be homeless within 30 days of retiring. So people are looking. People are really looking. So you could tie that in. I'm doing this swimming because I want to help people who are having mental challenges. And what allows me to be able to do this is the fact that I only have to work 2 hours a day on my automated business to earn daily pay. And you can do this too. This allows me to be able to reach out and help these people that are having mental challenges.
Okay.
And if you want to know more, put ready in the comments or info in the comments or whatever you want to use.
Brilliant. Thank you. That's fabulous. Thank you very Thank you.
Yeah. Are there any more questions?
Christine, I saw your training. I'm 2 weeks new. I saw your training this morning. My husband leaves. I'm in Los Angeles. My husband leaves for work at 3 a.m. So I saw your training and I couldn't go back to sleep because I knew you were having a live today. I work a 9 to 5. I'm in administration. But I just wanted to say I connected with you. I'm 53. I connected so well with you when you were like, it took me 2 weeks to set it up. I was like, is that a bad thing? Because it took me yesterday was my 2 weeks since I paid into the kitty. And so I was like, is that a bad thing? It took me 2 weeks too, but I connected with you, Christine. So I put in our community on wins. I'm like, I am so impressed with myself that I did it.
Yeah.
And I completed it, and it took me 2 weeks. So I just wanted to let you know, you inspired me. I was in the TikTok rabbit hole, never done it. And I literally spent 3 hours in a rabbit hole, just stressed out about what do I do? Everybody looks the same to
Yeah.
me. I don't know and stuff. So when I saw you on the topic of LinkedIn in the community under the classroom,
Yeah.
I couldn't wait to watch it because I've said LinkedIn probably owes me money because I've referred so many people to open up a LinkedIn. It's free. There's so much great information. I have so many people in their 40s or younger. My kids are 30s. They're all out of the house, but they don't like LinkedIn. Like that has to be your cup of tea, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you're not looking for a job, why go on LinkedIn when you have TikTok or something? But I've always loved LinkedIn. 10
Mhm.
years I didn't even know it started in 2002. But
Oh,
I've given so much referrals, like just try it, make your profile. And thank you for telling me that tidbit about having those classes, or what's it called? Skills. Because I probably have 5. I don't know. I didn't know it was a big deal, but I will really press on
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah.
I have
Here's
5.
I'll just quickly tell you my story. When I first got signed up with LinkedIn and I was accepting, and I was being a lion, a LinkedIn open networker, and people would connect with me. Then right away, they would send me endorsements. And I went, these are bogus. How do they know me? We just connected. Da, 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 da. And I was telling all my clients, don't do that. Don't just endorse people. You have to at least go and have coffee with them. And so then I get invited to this free LinkedIn convention in Vancouver. And I went there, and there's 500-600 people there. And at the very end, after they finished their presentation, they said, would Christine Till come up to the stage? We have a special award for you. I about fell off my chair, and I went up there. We're giving you an award for having the most endorsements of anyone in British Columbia. And I just about died. And then they explained to me the value of the endorsements. Every time somebody endorses you on LinkedIn, the search engines show you to more people that are related to you.
That's excellent.
And so it's another way of narrowing or honing in on your audience, right? And I was really embarrassed because I had clients sitting in there listening to this whole presentation that I've been telling their endorsements are bogus.
Well, you don't know what you don't know. Michelle says that, right?
Yeah.
You don't know what you don't know. But thank you for sharing that.
Uh,
I saw in the LinkedIn, when you said that a gentleman in your training, you said a gentleman said, I just saw you when I opened up my LinkedIn. I think that same thing happened to me. Like I saw 2 of your posts and stuff like that. But yeah, I think what you're doing is great. Age is never a barrier for me, ever has it ever been. I used to get upset about it when they would have groups and they're like, well, you're 50, so you can't be in our group. I was like, really? So I hated that about some groups. So I love that you shared that information. Thank you so much.
well, thank you for being such great audiences or audience. That's such a great audience. Thank you. Consider yourselves hugged. Have
Same to you.
a
Thank you
great
so much.
rest of your day. I'm going to close down now.
You too. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.